Would you say your acting is more Strasberg, you know, the method, or
Michael Chekhov is,
see, it's different.
Yeah, he's
totally different.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, that is pure
teacher.
acting. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's what you call.
I think it's healthier.
And that's an interesting word you just said. Healthier. The other one isn't healthier. They're just going back. Go ahead.
Well, no, I love that Dustin Hoffman, Sidney Poitier story about Marathon Man, when he'd run around, stay up all night, run around, jump into the bathtub of ice to prepare for the scenes, and Sidney Poitier just said, "Why don't you just try acting?"
Yeah.
I love that.
The Shelley Winters had an audition for some movie, I don't know. This young girl. I find all these young kids don't know these old movie stars today.
Yeah.
And casting girls are like 20 years old, 22.
Right.
Like yourself. You're a young director. How old are you?
Oh,
19, 20.
Well, something
you know,
like that,
I know, but you're young, but you grew up in the business. So.
I did, yes.
So I'll give you a little credit for that.
Yes. That's actually one of my favorite things about living in LA is being able to see the old movies on the big screen.
What's your favorite film? Do you have a favorite film?
American Beauty.
American Beauty.
What's yours?
Okay. Well, that's not my favorite. American Beauty is interesting, but no, I like the old movies of Joan Crawford, Betty Davis. Star Was Born, to me, was one of the great films of Judy Garland ever did. And she should have got the Academy Award for that.
Didn't they remake that two times? Or
I saw
there's
the original.
3 versions?
She made it. Yeah,
she's the first?
Yeah. No.
No, she's
No?
second.
Second.
No.
Who was the first?
It was
Janet Gaynor was the first. But
Judy's is the
Judy
best one.
Garland made it, and it was the greatest. Her husband, he was the producer, Sid Loff, at Warner Brothers, and she was just the most incredible performer we had in America. And now there's a new movie called Levine Rose. Have you seen it?
That's my favorite film
It's my favorite film, too, of the year. She should win the Academy Award.
Win, yeah.
See, I have a girl at the club.
She's fantastic.
Ladies and gentlemen, at Tridusa, Monday nights, I have this beautiful girl sings Edith Piaf. She does like a whole thing on Edith Piaf. She's
Our
incredible.
Velma, Katrina Lenk, sings
know.
Edith Piaf
Yes.
amazingly.
Yeah, she's great.
You're familiar with her work.
Of course I'm familiar
that.
with her work. I'm very familiar with, I'll get familiar with your work too. As I go along. Hooray for Hollywood, Bob. Anyway, Spender in the Grass, where was that?
Spender in the Grass? That was in Chicago, yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of my first plays I did in Chicago.
How's the audiences in Chicago?
They're so appreciative.
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah, so appreciative.
Yeah, I like Chicago people. They're really, Midwestern people are great. New York, you know, it's the city of the world. As a little kid, I worked strip joints. I grew up in Rockford until I was 9, until I got raped when I was 9, and my mother took me to Hollywood. And I came here, and that's where I'm here. And my book is out, ladies and gentlemen, called The Boy with the Betty Grable Legs. Go to Different Light and you get my book. And I'll give you an autographed copy. It's a book about my showbiz memoir of my life.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not talking about lift. I've been pushing myself tonight.
That's good.
I don't know why?
That's good.
I'm trying to push your Chicago because that's opening at the
Hudson
Backstage. Main stage.
Backstage.
Oh, it's backstage.
Backstage.
What's the difference between main stage and backstage? There is a main stage.
Yeah, the size.
Yeah,
they
it's
both have
bigger?
a different feel to them. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It's-
The
How many
backstage is more industrial. It's a little grittier.
Is that what it is?
No, what's really great about I shouldn't say it.
Go ahead,
I'm not going to say
please.
it. I'm not going to say it because it's a secret.
Why?
It's for the
share
show.
our secrets. We're all
No,
here.
Chicago. We went to the space and we looked at the main stage and the backstage.
Right.
And, I think the main stage has the better reputation, people say.
Right.
But the backstage is where we saw Chicago happening.
Oh, I see.
So it really fits Chicago, whereas the main stage, I just didn't see it as well as I saw it in the
It's not
backstage.
for the show. It's
Who's doing the guy? What's his name?
David
Billy
Pevsner.
Flynn,
Billy Flynn, yeah.
His name again?
David Pevsner?
Yes,
Do you
he's great.
Do you know him?
I'm familiar with him.
Right.
We have a big cast.
We do.
And
It's a
did
big
you
show.
audition them all? You did.
I did.
Was it tough?
Yeah, I
Was it tough?
handpicked them. It was tough, but it was really exciting
To be a
because I'm
handpicker out
really,
there.
I'm really proud of the talent in the cast.
Uh-huh.
I think they're really great. Our girls.
What's the secret for a young director looking, and while you're casting, what is the secret when they come to you? You don't know that person. What do they bring to you? What do you want? Tell me. What brings it?
Ownership over the performance, over the role.
Uh-huh. Knowing what they're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just owning it. Yeah, owning your performance.
Owning. That's interesting. Yeah. It's very nice.
That's the most important thing.
So it's opening. The date is opening.
Sunday, December 2nd, 7 p.m. is the official opening. Previews November 30th.
November the 30th. So we're going to have a good show in town called Chicago at the
Hudson Backstage.
Backstage. Boy, it's going to be interesting to see this show. I love your cards.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Look, Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. You see? It's my favorite city. One of my favorite cities. It is. It's great. Anyway, Chicago, stick 'em up. That's what they do on the show. Stick 'em up, guns. I love the show. It's a real good show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
and
much.
I didn't mean to be a little bitch at the beginning,
No.
but I
Just
had
that
to.
Hollywood traffic.
Oh,
Trying to get through
that
it.
traffic was something else. I know.
Got to get back to rehearsal.
I know.
Jeremy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're a gem, and I've
Thank
come to
you.
see the show. Okay.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And we'll tell everybody on West Hollywood they love this kind of a show. Thank you.